I don't even know what date it is. We are on the September 12th Small Business Accounting Advisors. Hi, everyone.
Hey.
Hello.
Tuesday is my birthday. Send wine.
Tuesday is your birthday. Okay.
Your birthday's been going on for a while, hasn't it?
I've been advertising it for a month. I want wine.
See, I put up a my Amazon wish list. You know, I share it right on Facebook. Actually, I should do that soon because this is like starting my birthday month because my birthday is October 12th, so I probably should start, you know, advertising that wish list.
I'd never thought of anything.
One of my clients sent me a case of wine. They knew that I loved red wine. I had 15 bottles of wine from around the globe.
You think Linda did that?
Huh?
You think Linda did that? Did you figure out who it was?
I have two ideas, and I'm not saying because I don't think they want to be known.
Wow. That is awesome. Yeah, we're
missing. I can't even imagine what that would cost.
Did you look at the website? It's real. It's fun. All these little sets of, you know, so you can try out all the different wines.
Oh, I know.
But they don't ship to Georgia.
They don't?
No, because Georgia wants the tax money or something.
So here we are in the bookkeepers whatever hangout, and we're talking about wine.
We do that quite often, don't we?
Yeah, because it's Friday and we need
Friday, and we're accountants, and when you get to Friday,
wine is technically a resource job requirement when you're a bookkeeper.
That and chocolate.
Yeah,
that chocolate. Definitely chocolate.
Absolutely.
During tax season, I eat my weight in chocolate.
So Seth had the applause. It's a new thing that they have. Last time they had the showcase where you can put a link and share it with everyone, which I still really haven't figured that out. Now they have an applause, and Seth's Hangout this morning had it activated, but this one does not.
What are you saying? Applause?
Applause. They have hands clapping.
Oh.
So people, yeah, and actually, while I am in a Hangout, I also have it on my other computer so I can really see what's being broadcast, because what we see in the Hangout is not necessarily what's going on air.
Nope.
Did you notice what was going on with all the echo this morning in that morning?
I think it was Dennis.
Well, now there's an issue with the Hangouts.
Really?
Doing that. Yeah.
It seems like when
last week with our demo for the expense app, and it's very annoying.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you can tell if there's some green going on.
Feedback or whatever. Yeah, no, I think this is actually Google. I think this is a Google issue that they've been trying to correct.
Google, if you're watching this, fix it.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. Joanne said so, and I second that motion.
That's right. Fix it. Damn it.
I'll third the motion so it'll carry.
Okay.
I tell you what, I am on the bandwagon here for really blowing in certain companies with their customer service. Not even in the accounting world, just in general. I called this one phone line. And I got on the phone and they said, please be patient. Your wait time is 120 minutes.
Oh, lovely.
I'm like, are you kidding me?
So you got in your car and drove to their office?
No. Anyway,
you either called a state agency or the IRS.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. So listen, so then they do give you an option, keep your place in line, and we will call you back when your turn comes up.
Now,
So
do you believe that?
I did that, and 3.5 hours later, I get a phone call. I answer it. I say, hello. The person hangs up on me. I hear somebody breathing. So I call back, and now the wait time is 240 minutes. And it took them another 3 hours to call me back. And then they said, would you like to answer a survey on our customer service? I said, absolutely. And I went off on like a 15-minute rant on their message machine. You know, they said, if you'd like to leave additional comments, leave your message and then hit the pound when you're done. And I went off on a rant.
Oh, that's great.
So you did.
I
I
did.
don't know how much it helps improve them, but it sure does make you feel better.
I have an
feel
important
a lot
question.
better.
What was their music like?
There was no music.
Oh,
It was they just they just kept on repeating the same.
I would so go off.
Yeah. I just got one off.
Hey, but
Yeah,
you know who
me.
gives great customer service?
Who gives great?
Other than us?
I was going to say that. We
Well, maybe I need to add that to my my brochure.
Yeah.
did.
Good service.
Box.
I give good customer service.
Hey, your rock star's in the picture.
Well, ask her. She wants me to tug. I'm hanging. I'm hanging, Penny. I'm hanging.
So I bit the bullet finally, and I bought an iPhone.
Oh, I feel
You got
sorry
the
for you.
iPhone 6?
The new one?
You
the
got
new
iPhone
one or an
6?
old one?
I'm waiting for the new one.
Yeah. Did you see what kind of cable it's going to have? Did they change it?
Yes.
Of course they did. They want to get more money.
That's the thing that drives me crazy. Is I have so many cables and adapters and.
That's why I love my Android. My cable fits in with my Kindle. It fits in with my phone. It fits in with my tablet. Everything is the same cable.
I can plug my Android into the same thing that charges my mouse.
Yeah, exactly.
I had the same. It was the same for me until I got my new phone, and I asked them that question: "Is it the same?" And they said yes, but they lied.
God.
Bastards.
Oh. And can you swipe? Because on the Android, I like to swipe my words. I don't like to
Yep.
post my words.
Yep, you can swipe it.
On the new iPhone?
I don't
the
know. I
iPhone,
don't have it yet. I had to
Huh?
pre-order it. I'll be lucky to get it by October.
Yep.
You're going to be available next week.
Hi, Yvette.
Hi, Gina.
The way I understand it, everybody is running out and getting bogged down now. Their stuff is already on back order.
Yeah.
I don't know if you watched the Apple thing Tuesday.
I tried, but I don't have an Apple product to watch it on.
The watch that's not supposed to come out until next year is already being back ordered.
Damn.
I want to wait till I can actually go in the store and pick it up and see if it'll fit in my little purses.
Hey, Bruce, are you getting the plus or the 6?
Don't let him choke. A plus. Okay. How many syllables?
The
So
Plus,
The plus, the bigger one, or the
the bigger
six?
one.
You're getting the bigger one.
It'll be just like this.
But you know what? It's not that much bigger than my Android.
It's exactly the same size as my Android, except for it's about that much longer.
Oh, so maybe it will fit in my.
Bruce, you use an Android? I thought you used an iPhone. You have an Android?
I do now.
Ah,
I will have an iPhone.
I've had iPhones since they came out. But I think I'm going to wait till the 7. Because 7 is my lucky number.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, because if you buy it now, the 6, they lock you in for 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
And the other reason is I have a great plan with Verizon. Anytime, anywhere, everything is unlimited, even my data, everything for not so much money. And they told me once I go and buy the other phone, that I lose that plan.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm a year past my 2 years just because I've been waiting to see what comes up.
Yeah, I went past my 2 years too, just because I didn't want to go through new phone stress.
Oh, yeah.
Learning how to work it and you know, oh my gosh. And really,
the iPhone and customer service. The young lady that was giving us the demo last week, she asked me to send her information and gave us her email address. I sent her the email. I sent her the information she asked for, and I didn't even get a thank you.
Really? For Apple?
Rude.
No, it wasn't. It was that app you was here last week. I can't think of the name of it now.
you're talking about Falcon Expenses.
Yes.
And you sent her the information and she did not send anything back to you?
Exactly.
Oh, that's not nice. I was really liking that app too. I wanted her to come back like in January or February after Android came out.
I actually felt like she was generally interested and wanted the information, and I sent it to her. Oh, look, Gina's Hangout. And I heard nothing back from her.
Oh, I got a little message window. That's new.
Yeah, Brandon says he's sorry. He has to miss today.
We've never been able to see that before, have we? Or
I didn't get a message window.
What message window? What are you guys looking at?
What you talking about, girl?
To have this,
you see Brandon?
yeah, I think you have the Hangout extension.
Holy crap! It's coming in on my phone. That's why. Okay. I'm like, all this. I keep hearing this dinging, and it's like,
What's singing, right?
It's
I'm like, what is
Brandon.
the dinging stuff? Yeah, I see it. Okay. That's funny.
Oh.
Well, Brandon, we miss you too. We look forward to seeing you at another one. We're here every week, so come when you can.
I have an off-topic, off-anything question. Just
Okay.
So, in terms of like a brand, who do you guys use for phone cases and tablet cases and stuff like that?
Five Below.
What is
Yeah,
it?
below.
Five Below. What's that?
What are you
at
talking
the
about?
dollar store?
Close to it. It's the
$5 and below. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we have it. We have one.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm back from Alaska.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cute haircut.
Thank you. Like it? I donated all my hair.
Did you stop in Seattle?
Yeah, I went to see. I was in Alaska for a week and Seattle for like 4 days.
What kind of weather did you
I'm
have?
ready to move there.
Did you have
It
some
was
good weather?
fabulous. Yeah, well, it was a little rainy in Alaska, you know, and of course, being a Florida girl, anything below 80, I'm freezing.
So
And
what were the temps for you?
well, Alaska was like 54. I looked one day, and Seattle was, I don't know, 70s. But don't worry, I was all bundled up.
It's perfect.
If you're my Facebook friend, I posted updates like every 5 minutes. You know, it was fun.
Seattle rarely
Everybody should go.
gets above 90 and rarely below 20, so it's pretty temperate.
Yeah, and next week I'm going to the other side of Canada. I'm going up to Nova Scotia.
Ooh.
Awesome. Wow.
I'm stopping in Boston, and I'm going to meet Laura Dion. I don't know if you know her. I'm going to finally meet her after all this time.
Nice.
Going to give me a tour of Boston, and then Peter Bodreski, who's a QuickBooks Pro advisor, he's going to meet me in Nova Scotia and take me all around Nova Scotia.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So,
There's some great folk festivals up there this time of year.
oh yeah, well I'm so excited. I mean, it's so fun, you know, knowing everybody from all the conferences and stuff, and you get to meet them when you travel. Like when I was in Seattle, I saw Beth Davis and Shelley Robbins, and it was great.
That's a great.
Good.
So when you're ever in Florida, I hope you all email me and look me up. You know, I'm right here I'm right here at Daytona Beach.
I have clients in Florida. Does that count?
Sure, come on down and visit. I'm an hour from Orlando. I have passes to Universal, so if you're going there, let me know. I'll come and go on the rides with you. I'll take you to Harry Potter.
Ooh.
Awesome. Wow.
I'm
Nice.
just down the street from the Speedway here in Daytona, and you know, right near a lighthouse, and you know, I'll give you a tour.
Cool.
I love company.
Do you know Hector Garcia?
He rings a bell. Where does he live?
In Florida, but he's going to be one of the people doing demonstrations at QuickBooks Connect.
Okay.
And he's a big ad. You know, he what's the name of his company? I just recently connected with him through I guess at the QuickBooks show. They had him on one of their segments. So and then I connected with him through LinkedIn. Just really great guy. He knows QuickBooks like no tomorrow. His demonstrations are
Cool.
awesome.
No, I probably met him at one of the conferences, but you know, Florida's a pretty big state. You know, like Miami and Fort Lauderdale, they're 4 hours away from me. Jacksonville's 2 hours. How far away is
A town
Pensacola?
called Davie or something like that.
Yeah, that's down near Miami.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's real south.
Yeah, that's like a whole other country.
Wow.
So it's like so different down there. I mean, little parts of Florida are so different. You go to Key West, that's totally different.
Than any other part of the United States.
Yeah, totally. I mean, Key West is amazing, and then you go to the like Naples, and that's like, whoa, Snobsville. You know. You know, so you know, if you don't have a Mercedes in Naples, they think there's something wrong with you.
They think you're.
I probably wouldn't fit in, would I?
I'd do the same thing, but I'm wearing a dress today.
And just to get my point across, it's 52 degrees outside.
Oh, really? It's a temperature here right now.
Cold for Deborah, right?
I'm freezing. I'm sitting here. Look, I'm in Florida, and I'm wearing a sweatshirt.
Wow.
Really?
Wow.
I went somewhere earlier this afternoon, and I put shoes on, and before I could get out of my car, from my car to the office door, I was taking my shoes off because I'd had my shoes on for over an hour.
And that was too long for you.
Too long. It was killing me.
Killing it.
It's 82 degrees here right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
About 93 here in California, Walnut Creek. It's
Oh,
hot.
nice.
How far are you from the
79.
fires, Yvette?
Pardon me?
How far are you from the fires?
Probably about an hour.
An hour?
Hour or two, yeah.
Mm.
We lost Dennis.
So what did I miss in the 2 weeks I was away?
Well, you missed
I had a baby.
You had a baby?
Misha
You had a
did
baby?
not. She's teasing you. she had to mute herself after making that statement because the train was coming. My
But I
goodness.
have to tell you, I was on a cruise ship, I was on the trip, but I have my own personal server with Cloud9. I use Bill.com. No one ever knew that I was away. Unless you were my friend on Facebook, no one knew I wasn't in my office.
Yeah, that's great.
So you can work
except
anywhere.
that you were working. You should have been on vacation.
Well, I really like working. To me, it's fun.
There you
So
go.
I worked a couple hours a day, answered emails. It was really funny. I got calls from people. There was a guy called me, found me on the ProAdvisor website, or saw one of my YouTube videos or something, and called me. And I said, well, I happen to be in Alaska right now. It's always fun to tell people that. So anyway.
Call you on your phone? Did you have phone service?
Well, because you're in the U.S., you can still call out. It's still local.
Oh,
You know.
got it. Nice.
So, otherwise, when I'm in Canada, I'm putting on the airplane mode. But when I'm in the U.S., I could call out and everything. It was really great. And on a ship, I used this ship satellite, and it was fast enough. I could do the Bill.com, log into people's banks, send them the reports.
Was it
Log-
free, the satellite, or did you have to
Yeah, you
pay?
pay for that, but then I have if you're a client that I have to do your daily stuff, I bill you for that. So it didn't really cost me anything because I figured your choice is to not have the work done for a week, hire a temp, or pay $100.
Right.
They'd rather pay the $100.
Wow, you can't go anywhere then.
Well, yeah, I could, but I really like it. So, and frankly, when you're in a cruise ship on those sea days, there's nothing to do. I mean, how many trivia
Eat,
games?
Eat, sleep,
Well, yeah, you
read
eat.
a book.
Like,
Eat, sleep,
yeah,
read a book.
Yeah, yep, that's it.
Went on a cruise once. I went, done that.
Yeah.
You know, my uncle is a fireman, assistant fire chief, and he was on a cruise in Alaska at September 11, and he swears he will never go on a cruise again because they wouldn't let him come into port. And then there wasn't any CNN
Oh, really?
on the ship, so they're getting phone calls and all, but they couldn't participate, and he couldn't get to New York, which is where he wanted to go. But,
Wow.
Wow, I'm sure you could.
but I thought about that too. I said, if you get in I'm a news junkie, so I'd have to have my
Yeah, but it was different back then. The internet wasn't the way it is now.
Right.
You can get on the internet today and see any news story.
Right.
Back then, I remember
They had TV on the ships where there was CNN, MSNBC. That was right on the TV on the ships.
Yeah, so they didn't have that back then, yeah.
Dennis, you're back.
Yeah, I'm having trouble with my PC, so I'm on my cell phone right now.
Oh,
Get a Mac.
get a Mac.
Yeah.
Misha wants to know what to get for
That
case. Pardon?
don't worry about that comment.
Don't worry about that comment.
Yeah.
She's moving on to something else.
Okay.
No, it's off topic, and yeah.
Oh, any topic goes on Friday.
Yeah, I didn't know that we were on a topic. We're on vacation right now.
Oh, okay.
Alaskan vacation.
Well, I know I mentioned it before we went on air, but I won $100 today from tsheet.com.
Oh, great.
I think they're doing it weekly, so if you have your T-sheet shirt, do a selfie, post it on their Facebook page, and you never know.
Okay.
You should have a T-sheet hangout again where everybody wears their T-sheets.
Mm-hmm.
And we can each take a picture of the photo of us and with all of us down below with our T-sheet shirts on too. Wonder who would get the $100 then.
Gina.
Maybe Gina, because she
Gina, her idea.
But I'd have to figure out how to share it then.
Screenshot? Can you do a screenshot of all our pictures along the bottom?
Yeah, usually it takes a snapshot. When you post a video, whoever is talking at the time, it takes a...
Well, yeah, there is a snapshot. The little camera thing on the left-hand side takes a capture of whatever is on the screen. So.
I'm sorry, is that a naked man behind you, hon?
That's my...
I'm sorry. My eyes pick up certain things. You know.
You're lucky you have shorts.
I'm like, I see naked man.
I'm in the office. I'm in his office.
Is that your company's uniform? I think I can work for you.
I have to tell you a funny story. A client comes in yesterday. We didn't expect her. We had been sitting in the hot tub. Now, this is a client that's a friend. We've had them forever. So he had a towel on sitting here talking to her, but the towel was the same color as his skin. I walked by, thought he was naked sitting there talking to her. Yeah. It's very casual here. Our office is very casual.
Apparently.
Wow. I thought I was that flashing tennis. I mean, I flashed Bruce a couple times. Because I forget. I'm like, yeah, I'm
if you prompt him, he's going to come by and show you what he really wears during office hours, which is not much.
Wow.
Oh, funny.
I don't know. I just saw it out of the corner of my eye. I'm just,
I saw that coming. Maybe no one will notice.
That's recorded. Somebody's gonna notice that, and they're gonna pause it right then. Be like, and zoom in.
We noticed.
That was an episode of MASH, wasn't it?
Oh my goodness. Look, you scared Dennis right off the show. I'm sure he's coming back. Dennis is having a little bit of technical problems over there.
Oh my. Oh my.
That was an episode of MASH, wasn't it?
Q-Box.
I think so.
And Misha, you use Q-Box and Bruce uses Q-Box.
Oh, I love it. I just became a VAR.
I love Q-Box. And if you recommend somebody...
I told you I don't have any clients that do that. I just 2 days ago got a call from a new client, and she doesn't want to have it hosted or doesn't want QuickBooks Online. So she contacted me again today, and she told me she really wants me to handle the bookkeeping. So I'm trying to figure out what would be the best way, because I don't like when people send me the file and then I have to hurry up and give it back to them, and then sometimes they don't back it up correctly and things get messed up. Yep. So Q-Box, I called, they didn't answer a couple times, and then like a few minutes later, you could go and leave a recording, a message in their, message box. and I wanted to talk to someone now, you know. So what happened is Chris Wise calls me, you know, and I didn't even leave a message. And he was so nice, walked me through the process. He told me he says you could send an invitation to your client right now, but I suggest that you first talk to them. And so I said, okay, I'm going to give her a call, and so I'm waiting to hear back from her to tell her, you know, I just sent you an invitation. This is how I'd like to do it. And he also told me, you know, when she's ready to, which will probably be next week, call me or call someone here, and we will get it all together for you. Just
they walk you through it. He dialed into my machine, and
yeah, he's wonderful. Chris was just fabulous.
must have been,
Customer service.
I'm telling you,
Joanne's topic. This is Joanne's topic. Customer service. This is what customer service should be like.
right.
And I'll tell you a little something. Within the application, there's a refer a friend. When you refer somebody and you send them the link and they sign up, you get a free month.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, not a free month. Like, you know, it's like $9 a month or whatever.
And there's an affiliate program.
Right.
And
That's
they have
what I
an affiliate program.
Right. That's what I joined. So I'm
which
a
one? The affiliate program?
Yes.
I need to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do that yet. I need to do
Yeah,
that.
well, he set it up on my computer. It's great. I mean, I think it's pretty cool.
The first client we tried just happened to be note to self. Anytime you want to sync up a new client, make sure that you have them or you back up their file and do a full verify to knock that TLG file down. So we went in. I had a go to. She wasn't in, so I had a go to session. He dialed into my machine and I dialed into her machine. And so we set it up on her machine, and we didn't look at the TLG file before we started all this. And her file is like 131 meg, and the TLG file is bigger.
I believe it.
Oh, you talk about hurry up and wait. So, actually, but now, and I have to play with the settings, but she's going in and out of it all day long, and I get these little messages that it's syncing all day long. But I only go in, you know, a couple times a month. But,
Right.
I'm going to love it.
So, has your client backed up and done the full verify? That's the only way to reduce that.
Right. But what I did was after he helped me and we trained and everything, I dialed back into her machine and did all that. And when I got it out, it automatically synced and fixed my copy. So, yeah, pretty slick.
Yeah, that's the one awesome thing about it is it really.
So you wanted to explain what QBox is? Bruce brought up a good point. We all know what QBox is, but not everybody else listening to this may not.
Mm-hmm. Who wants to do that?
QBox is a quick.
QBox is my new boyfriend.
That wasn't your mom, was it? That was you, right? I wasn't out of nothing.
Well, you're familiar with Dropbox or
Right.
Box or any of the other cloud folder programs where you can store documents in the cloud, but some of them have. What happens if you put a QuickBooks working file in the cloud and two people try to open it at the same time, you will corrupt the QuickBooks file. It's not built for that.
Right.
So what QBooks has done is they've devised a system where you have to take turns with the file, but it's a notification type system. So there's actually 3 copies of QuickBooks. There's one on your machine, there's one on QBox, and then there's one at the client site. There could be 5 copies. It doesn't matter. They're in all different locations, but whoever has control of the file locks the file and works, and then when they log out, it syncs up to the cloud and then fixes everybody else's.
And it doesn't just do QuickBooks files. It does Excel files. It does Word files.
And while you're using it and the file is locked, the other people, which I think is a really super feature, can actually open the program and view anything.
Well, what it is it doesn't affect QuickBooks at all. It's just what happens is you go in, it says somebody else has it locked, so don't post anything because you'll lose it. You can use QuickBooks just like you normally do, but if you actually post something, when it syncs from the other side, it'll erase it. It'll override it.
Does it allow you to actually post it?
Sure. Yeah.
You can post all day long, but
It warns you constantly that somebody else has this file lock and it's going to be overwritten.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you get that warning.
Yeah, I told him to talk to his programmers. I said instead of the little warning that's annoying, because what happens is if you want to look up things, you're doing reports and all that, and that little warning's driving you crazy, people will turn it off. I would. I said what you need is some sort of a different color band or just something visual
that you can see that tells you.
It stays on that reminds you that if I post anything, it's not going to stick.
Right.
It'll stick, but it'll be overwritten the next time somebody syncs.
Right.
So whoever has the lock is in control of the posting.
Right.
So, but fantastic. I can just have, for the clients to take care of their own books, and maybe I just review once a month and all, I just always have a current copy.
And you can look and see anything you wanted.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that the QBW file that you're talking about?
What is that, Bruce?
Bruce have going on here? Look at that.
Bruce's thing?
You said you needed a red light to tell you.
That'd be great. Whoa, it would give me a migraine. It looks like a
Well,
light.
Bruce isn't reading the comments. Sarah, what is the partner program? They have a partner program?
What they're working on is eventually they'll have an URL that you can use when you promote it on your website and things like that, and you'll get, if people join up, you'll participate in the profit. So,
so it's not on the website or anything like that, because I would like to do
you'd
that.
have to talk to Chris.
All right.
So the QBW file that you're accessing. So the QBW file you're accessing.
Right. Well, you have a QBW file, your client has a QBW file, and QuickBooks, you're storing one in QBox.
So what does that do to the audit log? Does that get recorded if you're?
Oh yeah. Because what all it's doing is if I'm working in QuickBooks and I have it locked, when I log out, it stays locked and it copies a copy up into the cloud, and then it comes back down on the other side. The next person on their machine.
But if people are trying to get it at the same time and one person can't make any changes, is their transaction going to be shown in the audit log?
No.
It would be just like restoring a database.
Yeah, it restores and overwrites the other copy. So if I'm working and I put a copy in the cloud, that's going to come down and overwrite what's on my client's computer.
But there's no multi-user access, only one person at a time, right?
Right. This is strictly for one at a time work. So it's perfect for those clients where their accountant is in periodically, or maybe they're in every day, but they can step out and let somebody else work.
So it just keeps the one file. You don't have multiple files flying around.
Exactly. Well, and you know what? I asked this client, it had never been backed up, or it doesn't look like it. And I said, I found your QuickBooks file on your C drive. And she said, you did? And I said, and that's going to be another thing I'm going to have to do as part of my procedures, because I said, do you get backed up every night? She said, yeah. And I said, I bet your server is backed up every night. And I bet her local machine wasn't backed up. I said, now I don't have to worry about her because she's going to have a copy, QBox is going to have a copy, and I'm going to have a copy. We're always going to have
a backup, right?
a backup, yeah.
Joanne had a hard time. She just got bumped out.
Who?
Joanne.
Yeah.
She got bumped out. She said she keeps it, Google keeps hanging up on her.
What's that, Bruce?
Go ahead, Dennis. I'm sorry.
I said I was having trouble. I was getting disconnected, and I got disconnected on my phone, so I got back in on my computer again. So.
Yeah, you look better.
So far, so good.
Google up to its fun tricks again.
So have you guys talked about QuickBooks 2015 on this Hangout?
This morning.
But not today. Really.
Not so much this afternoon.
Okay, I just
I
curious.
love the comment section on reports. What?
It is great. I do. That is a great feature.
I'd be sure
And the tools.
Deborah, what do you think about the new
Well,
2000?
you know what? I went into my ProAdvisor site to download it, and the download button was not there. I have to call them.
Oh,
I couldn't download it.
I think they found a bug, didn't they?
What?
Didn't they find a bug that they were going to fix it like in the first couple days?
Oh, okay. Well, I'll have to
I
check it
haven't
again.
gotten I haven't gotten anything that says I needed to update.
Now, I could download the Mac and I could download the Enterprise, but I didn't because I said, well, let me get the Premiere one first.
I was able to download
So,
that.
but I did read the article in Intuitive Account, and I'm excited about the search feature for the other boxes because I use them a lot.
Oh, and I had the same problem downloading to my computer, my 1 terabyte computer. It said, "Oh, you don't have enough memory for QuickBooks."
Oh
So
my
I had to go in to the temp folder, go into the framework, go in and literally in the coding, delete the number and put 0 in there so that it would download.
And you know,
Well, this wasn't that it couldn't download it. The button there to even get the downloadable file was not there. There was nothing to click to get it. It said, there it is, but it was
Yeah,
like,
I got my
okay.
the minute the email came out, I went in, I logged into my ProAdvisor on my dashboard, which they actually changed again, and it was there. I was like, boom, and I downloaded it, no problem. I haven't downloaded
I'll
anything.
right now and see if I can get it.
well, I do the beta testing, and so I've downloaded QB15 several weeks ago, and now the beta testing is over. I uninstalled everything, went to my ProAdvisor site, tried to download it, put in the numbers, the license from my ProAdvisor site, and it told me that they were invalid. I had to go back and use my beta license.
I'm telling you, we're the beta.
Yeah. So normally I'll put my database on it to test it out, and I have not done that yet because I'm waiting for my beta license to expire. So.
Did anybody else see the sync managers going away?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, but not for a year and a half.
Yeah, but that's, I mean, why don't throw that at somebody right now? Like, really?
Well, what do you use it for? I want it
I
gone.
use it for T-Sheets and I use it for funding gates.
Well, T-Sheets will figure out something.
Yeah.
I'm sure that they will.
Funding gates. I use that, to do. Those are the only 2 apps that I have. But if I'm gonna have my desktop people do these apps, that's how they're gonna use it.
Well, yeah, but these 2 programs, they're going to figure out another way to get at your data, probably.
Well, they have to use the SDK.
T-Sheets is going to dump desktop.
Yeah, I guess.
Speaking of T-sheets, you guys, I'm sure you guys all are aware that Jessie left.
Yeah.
It's her,
I cried.
starting her own company.
Oh,
She's
Yeah,
doing a couple different things. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
The coolest one that she said that she's teaching music. I was like, what?
Have you heard her sing? If you're friends with her on her Facebook page, she and her husband sing at church, this praise band, and
Really?
somebody was sitting
She's a
right,
wow.
yeah, right in front of her with a little phone and taped her, and it was like,
And then and with all the activities with the girls and ballet and dancing and stuff. I mean,
yeah,
she's
they did a Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
This guy did a Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy how her schedule, like trying to get them from one event to another to another to another. It's like, wow.
Well, I think that we have not seen the last of Jessie. I think we will continue to see her, which, yay. And the person that took her over for T-Sheets, do you know what her name is? I forget. I'm terrible.
Kelly, and I can't pronounce her last name.
Kelly?
Yeah.
They did a video. Her and Jessie did that video. Did you guys see
Yeah,
that?
that was funny. Yeah. With the dancing.
Yeah.
The T-Sheets group are awesome.
I just love the whole company. I mean, it's just
Yeah, they're so fun. It's
energy.
Someone else go to the webinar yesterday with B-Plan?
Yeah, I was on that with Matt. That was some really
That
informative.
was very interesting, some of the stuff he came up with.
Now, what are you talking about?
How to lose an employee in 10 days.
Oh,
Employee.
It was a take on the movie, and he was telling you, giving you the things the things to do to lose them in 10 days, and then trying to like don't if you do this, and this, obviously they're not going to stay.
Mm-hmm.
So it was really.
Where was this?
It was a webinar.
Oh, okay.
And I think he's doing, Bruce, is it is it a newsletter, right?
B-Plan hosted that. I don't know if they have it recorded and available to the GP or not.
Mm.
If it was a hangout, it would be recorded, wouldn't it?
It wasn't a hangout.
Not necessarily.
Not, yeah, you can, I think they recorded it.
Who put it on?
B-Plan.
B-Plan?
B-Plan.
B-Plan, like business.
Is that like?
I tell you what, there's so many webinars and hangouts and stuff, you would never get any work done.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, I don't get much done on Fridays anyway.
Yeah, I pretty much booked out Fridays for just like hangouts and that kind of thing.
I've got I keep track of my time on the computer, and I actually have a code for Hangouts. So I go, yeah, here to here. And you know what else I code to Hangouts is if we start talking about something and all of a sudden I think of something shiny and new and I go down a rabbit hole, that's coded to you guys. That's coded to Hangouts too, because I'm like, like we'll talk another hour.
I get caught in those Excel rabbit holes.
Yeah.
I got caught up in Ancestry.com.
Oh, that's addicting, yeah.
I missed it.
It's Ancestry.com.
Oh, okay.
Not business related at all, but I don't know. Just seeing some of the stories, yeah, it's very addicting.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have to pay, or is it?
You can do either. I started mine without paying. I actually went through my mother's Bible and found a whole bunch of obituaries and births and deaths and marriages, and started putting all that information in and built my tree and did all of that for free. I could have stayed free, but I decided I wanted to move on and use their hints. So I did actually purchase it.
My SureTel relatives put together a family history of my great grandfather, and it had all these pictures. It was like back in North Dakota, and he had like 20 kids. He had 9 by one wife, and she died in labor, and then he married the maid, and she had 11 after that, so they had like 20.
And one of these things that I'm finding in my family history too. They're all long-lived. They all have 15 kids, and they could have 2 or 3 wives.
I guess my great-grandfather was a Norwegian draft dodger and came to America to escape the draft in the 1880s, and so.
Came forth and multiplied.
No kidding.
Well, I guess they didn't have birth control back in those days either.
No.
Well, I mean, not that far a time. I'm number 9 of 9. So, Mom was chilling on the islands in the Caribbean, and
I'm talking about my girlfriend.
Bad. She was having a good time.
Oh yeah. So I mean, that's not that far away,
Right. Oh yeah.
It seems like our generation or younger, the families are getting
smaller. Well, don't look at those Duggar people. That's just abnormal.
Oh yeah, they can pop them out.
I don't know. I mean, I just think of whenever I wanted to do whatever I wanted to do, I would throw all the kids in the car and go. You just can't do that when you got 15 kids.
Yeah, that's a lot. You got to get the bus out.
You need a caravan.
I bet that's a happy day when that first one starts getting a driver's license.
I bet.
My daughter just got a driver's license, and so I
Oh.
didn't take her to the pool today. She took herself.
Nice. Is this the first time that happened, Dennis?
Yeah, she's been bugging me. I mean, she passed her driver's license on Tuesday night, and so I got her on the insurance, and she's been bugging me to drive. So I said, "Oh, okay, you can
How
do it
far away
today."
is the pool?
About 6-7 miles, if that.
That's not bad.
I won't let her drive at night though. But she's on a swim team. She's a lifeguard. She's also on a swim team, so they have their swimming lessons or swimming practice till 4:30. So she'll be back around 4:45. Then I take her to her job about 5:45. So like I said, I'm not going to let her drive at night.
Oh, so you're still driving her to her job.
I'm still exerting some control over this, but I wanted to, give her the. She's in high school, but she's taken the last 2 years and through college, so she'll be a junior by the time she graduates from high school.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, save some money.
So, congratulations on not having to take that trip.
Yeah, I've been Mr. Mom for a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
My youngest son bought his first vehicle a few days ago.
That's a happy day when you do that, isn't it? When you
Well,
Sons are different than daughters. You pull your hair out worrying.
he got a standard transmission, so he's kind of intimidated by it.
Yay.
You still make those?
Exactly.
well, but now you know he's not going to be holding a cell phone or trying to, because he'll have to shut, right?
Exactly.
Well, how
He'll
funny.
actually learn how to drive this way.
Mm-hmm.
I'll learn to drive.
Good job.
It was funny. My sister, when I was getting my license, she took us to a graveyard. And she goes, "Now, don't knock over any stones." And that's how I learned to drive before I actually got my driver's permit. Because my brothers owned an auto school, so I went out with them on the actual road because they were licensed. So when it was my daughter's turn, we put her in a parking lot and said, "Go."
Wow. I let my
For my
son.
cars in 6 months, 6 months apart.
Yvette, your turn's coming.
We are big firehouse people here, and I was very happy that my son was actually an EMT and went on EMT runs like about 2 years before he got his driver's license.
He got an eyeful, didn't he?
We got an eyeful. We got to see what happens with inattention and,
Yeah.
Wow,
There was a video on Facebook that had it was pretty chilly.
What I took.
About a 5-minute video, it's 3 girls in a car, and one of them showing the video to the driver, and then they have an accident, and the video footage is fantastic. And then the accident happened, and they're all sitting there and trying to figure out who's okay. And then while you're watching the people in the accident, you can see another car come and hit them. I mean, it's horrible. It really is. But man, I posted that on all of my kids' Facebook pages, saying y'all need to check this out.
Yep, exactly.
When I took driver's ed, they made us watch films, and they were showing the brain. They had like real brains, and they were showing the brains of an alcoholic and the brains of a.
They don't do that anymore. Do they even have driver's ed in the schools anymore?
Missouri cut it out a couple years ago.
Yeah, we actually had to pay about $600 to take in the state of Washington, you have to, take driver's ed.
Wow.
Get your license. And you got restrictions on, you can't have kids, for the first 6 months, you can't have anybody in the car with you.
Which is a good idea.
And I think in Kansas, you have to log so many hours with a licensed driver. I'm thinking, wait a minute, you got your parents teaching you how to drive, and they don't know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Dad, are you supposed to be doing this, Dad? Are you doing this? Sounds like.
You got the echo back.
Yeah.
Oh.
One more last QuickBooks story before we go tonight. I have a new client I'm going to go interview on Monday, and she is the manager of school teams. They have 15 lacrosse teams with team members, she gets, the teams have to pay for various things, the members have to pay for various things, and she's been keeping track of this in Excel sheets.
Ooh.
Oh, God.
Yes, I know,
Customer
right?
types, yeah.
She has 15 different Excel sheets.
Ugh.
And so she tells me I am technology challenged. I have no bookkeeping experience. I have no experience with QuickBooks whatsoever. But my accountant has said, stop, Bruce. These are the ones I love because I can control them from the very beginning.
Well, yeah.
And they do what you say. So her accountant told her to get on QuickBooks because he just, can't deal with these 15 Excel sheets at the end. Yeah. So I was debating, should I do QuickBooks Online or QuickBooks Desktop?
Desktop.
Can you use customer types online?
Well, that's where my problem is. That's what I think is going to be the killer for the online. I think I've decided that. Well, I told her I would come over and we would do a free hour consult.
Mm-hmm.
And during this time, I'd bring my laptop and show her both the desktop and the online and let her decide what she feels more comfortable with. But in retrospect, because of the team and the players, I think I want to set it up as customer and jobs.
Yeah, you're not gonna want online.
Now, if she's a nonprofit, she can probably go on TechSoup and get desktop for $40, $45, and then do QBox.
Right. No, she's not a nonprofit. She is a for-profit.
She can still use QBox.
Oh, absolutely. So why do you say no to online? Because you know what, the other thing I was thinking about was Xero, too. But because of the big AR that she needs, she will need to create invoices and send to the team.
So it's accrual. It's not just a cash basis, track these team members.
Right.
Billing them.
Right. So I'm thinking Xero is way, not good. And now I'm leaning more towards the desktop just because of the customers and the job feature. You cannot do that in online.
Yeah.
You can't do it. Oh, is that what? Okay.
Yeah.
You can flag a customer on a cost, but the problem's been you can't do a customer job.
Right. Because there will be time that the team members, each of the team members may have to buy jerseys or, whatever it is, or certain team members get certain training where the teams themselves will buy the game balls. The balls that you play with, they're apparently rather expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll buy supplies like the balls and the nets and that kind of thing. So you have both relationships, and if you were to use QuickBooks Online, you would have to have 15 times whatever the team size is. And each one of them would be a customer.
Right.
As opposed to having 15 customers and then the team members as the jobs in the desktop.
Yeah,
you're not going to get everything you're going to want out of the online version.
Now, she may find out that one thing that's nice about QBox is only one of the QBox owners pays a fee. Everybody else is free.
Yep.
That's true.
You can either get QBox and you're free, or you get QBox and she's free, or her accountant may already have QBox and you're both free.
I'm going to say the accountant does not. Actually, the accountant is where I got the referral from.
I'm paying for my kid, so my people are free.
Right, and I am going to let her know about QBox. It's an excellent idea because she is not the only one that wants access to the file, which was why I was thinking more on the lines of online. because anybody can have access. But
Qbox fixes that.
Oh, Qbox, yeah.
So desktop and Qbox it is.
Mhm.
Because the other people that would want to see the file actually won't be working in it. All they'll be doing is looking at reports and things.
And then you can set up usernames in the data file to protect posting and things like that. So.
Yeah, you can set it up where they can't post anything or jack anything up.
So all they can do is see. That's even better, actually.
Yeah.
So, okay, great. Now I know what I'm going to do.
Dennis,
Yes.
do you remember one time you recommended a PDF to Excel converter?
Oh, I had a call this afternoon and couldn't find it.
I used one that I recommended to Misha, okay, and I used Able to Extract, and that worked really great for me, but Misha just told me that that didn't work for her. What is the one that you recommend?
Cognitive. Let me see if I can find the.
It did convert, but the data was it wasn't English. It was gibberish. It was like characters. It was
You had a font problem.
Mine, it always worked great for me. I use it all the time.
see the problem.
Which one do you use?
Here's the thing, guys. You see this right here? Look, I have to convert all of this. If not, I have to do this manually, and I have to get it done by Sunday.
Ooh.
And in QuickBooks by Sunday.
Yvette, what?
I used Able to Extract, and I love it.
Able
And
to?
what I do- Able to Extract. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's the one I tried.
And Misha said it didn't work for her. I think
I wonder if there's some settings or something inside of your computer that you don't have.
No, I don't know because it did. I have full Adobe, and I can convert to PDF. I can convert PDF to Excel, and it did the same thing with Adobe.
Well,
I
then
just-
it's the paper you're trying to convert. It's not the file. I find if one doesn't work, they all don't work. It's the file they're trying to read.
Yeah, and I
I
think
don't
it.
understand euros, Dennis.
Pardon me.
These people want euros. I don't have any euros.
I'm going to the Greek festival after this.
Oh,
Could it be the way you scanned it? That there's something in the
Well,
PDF?
here's the thing. I didn't scan it. Downloaded it directly from the credit card company.
Okay, well, rescan it.
Yeah, I would try that. I would try
Okay.
taking that and printing it out and scanning it.
I'll try rescanning. I'll
If
try
you need help, Misha, do you have my number? If you need help, call me, and I could remote in and show you how to work Able to Extract, because it worked really. I had to do like 4 years worth of bank statements, and it worked fine for me.
Yeah, I think because this is a Macy's bank statement, credit card statement.
Well, question: Can you download a comma delimited file?
No, Macy's only has, because it's a personal account. They only have PDF. And the thing is, I have some paper and I have some actual PDFs that are in my computer. So it's, I'd have to literally print the PDF and then rescan it back into the computer for that to even work. Or would that
What did they
even
buy
work?
at Macy's?
Say that again?
What did they buy at Macy's? What's the major category?
Everything.
So
I'll
they
talk about it offline.
Oh.
So it's not like they bought clothes,
I'll talk
like
about
a regular
it.
credit card. Okay.
Talk about it offline.
Not for public consumption.
Click on your yellow tags on the left-hand side. It should be in the showcase.
Yeah, showcase. Okay.
That's the one that Dennis has.
Oh. Cool.
I got that one.
yeah, I like that one. I used it to basically compare two invoices in QuickBooks. I basically saved them as PDFs and then converted to Excel and then just did subtractions.
How much is it? Because that's
Line by line basis. Because the client had basically voided or deleted an invoice and made the new one non-posting, and it threw off the prior year's financial statements because he had it as posting the first year, and then he deleted it, and then so I had to put it back in and then take the difference and make that non-posting because we'd already it's under audit. And we've already reported it for 2012. So.
Uh-oh, did I use my window? There we go.
What's happening?
No, I couldn't get back to the Hangout
Oh,
thing.
you lost your window. Sometimes that happens.
Yeah, I will have to revisit because I literally spent hours trying to get it to work and it didn't work.
Try just scanning 1 or 2 pages and see if you can convert.
Yeah,
You
I'm
have to
gonna
highlight the page.
because I've already reconciled 3 accounts. I still have 4 more to go, or 5 more to go.
Just start from one of the accounts.
So I need to get it in and done like yesterday.
What? And if you've got, do you use the cut and paste with the batch entry?
That's what I've been trying to do, but I can't. Most of them I can't convert. I can't. They're all PDF files. I can't.
You've got to get them into Excel first.
I got to get them into Excel. If I can get them into Excel,
Do you have,
it's
do you
just a
have
matter of doing it that
do
way.
you have a snap scan? Do you have a snap scan scanner?
Nope. I have a Neat scanner.
Because sometimes with my ScanSnap, I can scan it and convert it to a. When I had this problem, I scanned it in with the ScanSnap. I mean, I had to put it in the paper. Click the create OCR it, and then I could open it up into my Adobe, and it would copy it and
Oh, sorry.
Bless you.
into Excel that way.
Oh my God. Sorry. No, I have Neat.
Does Neat allow you to do an OCR recognition? Convert to readable OCR or something?
I don't know.
That option on their machines?
I know I could do PDF,
I think
but I don't
Cognitive
know.
does. Cognitive, you can, the more expensive one has OCR recognition.
I love my ScanSnap.
Me too.
Yeah.
It's my most favorite thing. That and my little stamper that sells.
Has one says they love it. Clients, yeah, that's my next purchase. My current one works, so I'm not ready to go out and purchase anything new.
What is it? ScanSnap?
You
If
can
we
map-
just use ScanSnap, I've had mine for 10 years. I use it every day for every document that comes into my office, and it never breaks.
And
So
the
is it similar to the Neat? Is it similar to the Neat scanner?
I had the Neat. I didn't like it as much. I love my
This
ScanSnap.
is top of the line scanner. They're expensive, but I've had mine for 8 years, and I'm going to be buying the new one that came out.
Which one?
Which is your model number, Yvette? Mine's S500.
I think mine is the S500 as well. All right.
Yeah, it doesn't break. I mean, I could, I think they're up to the 25 or the 15 model numbers now. I make my clients get them.
I love mine. It does everything. I mean, and it's so
$49 on Amazon.
fast. It's great. I love it.
What's the price range of it?
It's
about
like
$500.
$407 on Amazon.
Oh, okay.
But I tell you what, it will pay for itself in time saved, and it's only the size of a bread box. I mean, it's not one of these.
Yeah, I like the small footprint.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
nice.
I've been using
That they have out is so cool.
a Neat scanner for a couple of years now, and I haven't had any issues with it. But my machine just broke, and I need to get a new one. So I had the Neat receipt, the little one, so I was gonna get the Neat desk. That's like what, $300-400?
I have to tell you, I just found one at a yard sale for $15.
What?
The big Neat scanner.
Wow.
Does
Wow.
it work?
Wow.
I haven't hooked it up yet, but I saw it. I said, "Oh, I'm trying this out, baby."
$15.
I found it today for $20.
You know, with the ScanSnap, you can map it to SmartVault, so when you scan it, it goes directly to SmartVault.
Yeah.
Right in the SmartVault. I
No,
swear, I
actually,
love my scanner.
You can now export to QuickBooks too. You can load right into QuickBooks.
Yeah, as long as it's a Twain scanner, you're all right.
Yeah.
Well,
You know
ScanSnap
what I
isn't
wanna do?
Twain, but it seems to still work.
What I want to do this weekend, see everybody who has their lower third turned on,
Yeah.
and see how it's white.
Yeah.
The way to make that clear
Oh, if you figured that out, let me know.
How come mine doesn't show? I don't have it. Mine. I don't have any little label.
Because you have to turn it
It's
on.
on the lower third.
But Misha's her mouth has been covered up all night.
It's the position she's sitting up on. Yeah.
How do you put that on your thing?
Well, I think I had to
On
have.
the left-hand side, there is something called Hangout Toolbox.
Sarah,
On the left side.
there's a reason I would rather have you see that
Yeah.
than all of this.
Oh, okay.
down here.
Hang on, toolbox.
Okay, once that comes up, you want the person in the circle, click on that, and it's called lower third. And then you fill in the little boxes there under that. You can even put your logo in there. And then that little button up there next to on the same line as the lower third, you have to put that to on.
I don't even see any of that stuff.
Really?
Well, you know, it's funny because I've turned mine on and it isn't on, but I'm not.
It's on right now.
It's on.
We see it.
Hi, Linda.
Hi,
You're doing great.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's on.
you're seeing it.
It's on, Linda.
Oh, you
Sarah,
don't
does
see
that
the
work for
phone.
you now?
Sorry, I was installing Avatax at a client's location. Just at home. It's like, but it was like a miracle. I mean, I had a whole bunch of miracles today.
Did you?
That's a good day.
It was a good day, yeah.
The Avatax was a miracle for you. Misha says she's going to marry Qbox. Avatax is a miracle for you.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that is the reason. My mouth is down here. Yeah.
Well, Seth says that if he's running the Hangout, he can turn your camera on, and even if you
That's
have it
not
turned
right.
off.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why I've never been in one of Seth's hangouts.
No, that's called putting some tape over that camera.
Mine showing being backwards, or is that just the way I'm looking at it?
No, we see it normally,
Okay.
but you can flip it in your toolbox so you see what
Yeah,
we
if
see.
you go up there, there's a thing that says mirror.
Here.
Yeah.
On the toolbox.
I believe it's right next to the on button. That little,
It's
Oh,
the little thing with the arrow
yes.
I see.
Yeah.
right next to on, and you flip it over. And then you can upload your logo. You choose your logo, you change the color, you can upload that and save it as a preset. And then in the settings, you can save it to put that little box whenever you sign in.
Mm-hmm. And it squished my logo really weird. So I just bought Photoshop, so I need to play with my logo files and make them different sizes. And I want to see how to. I found instructions somewhere on the internet that'll tell you how to play with that image, so I can get rid of that white. It's too long. It's too wide.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, it doesn't hold everything either. Like, it gives you a lot of space. At least it looks like a lot of space.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really hold much content.
Yeah. So I think you can make your own.
Yeah. I've seen some really creative ones on some of the Hangouts, but I ain't got that kind of
Hey,
time.
Deborah got hers going.
I ain't got that kind of time.
Oh, good. It looks like I'm backwards, though.
Yeah,
Only
you
to
do
you.
that do the little arrow next to the on button.
That way to you.
Turn on
Oh,
the mirror.
Yeah, mirror your.
Where's the mirror at? I'm seeing screen share. Is it next to that, or is it?
It's next to the on-off button. On the same line that it says lower third,
Yeah.
there's a little symbol next to the on-off button that has an arrow. Looks
So
like a,
Dennis,
Oh, I see.
so
Okay.
Dennis, you have your name, right? And then underneath it says Dennis L. Thompson, CPA, comma. It
Okay.
pushed the next set of letters to the next line, and you can't really see it. So
Okay.
you're only limited, like it will only do a certain amount and then push it down. That's the one thing. Like you have all that white space, but it's not being utilized at all.
right.
Whoever
I take
laid
them.
it out was, I think they were either drunk or high or both.
Oh, okay.
I'm surprised it wrapped because Thompson that goes all the way to the right like that.
Because that's for your business name at the top. The way we're doing it, because when I use my business page, I have my company name and then my name at the bottom.
Oh.
And that's how you
If I flipped it, and let me show you.
Dennis, did you find the mirror? Did y'all find the mirror setting?
Yeah, I did find that.
Deborah, you look like you got yours together.
Yeah, seems so.
There we go.
It says I have to enter a preset title. What's that?
That's if you want to save it.
So you don't have to recreate it every time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I named mine Hangout Orange, or they have different ones. Hangout, whatever mood I'm in.
Title. Okay.
So, okay, here I just changed it around.
Yeah.
So now I have my company name at the top and my name at the bottom.
And look, it filled up the whole white space.
But yeah, because the bold, the one in the top, the bold one goes further, but the one on the bottom is limited in what you can put down there.
Got it.
Okay. All right.
Now that we're
a little bit over today, so I'm going to go ahead and end the broadcast here. Next week, Sarah will tell us how to make it clear.
Gotta get working.
And I will be announcing my wedding date with Cuba.
Wow, you're going to get married.
Yeah, I'm going to warn Chris. I'm going to call Chris.
I've decided. Me and Cuba.
I don't know how you guys have time to do all this stuff. I can hardly come up for air with all the client work I have.
We've been having an illicit affair for the last couple of months.
And Deborah, you've got lots of work to get back to. Although you've done much of what you have to do, always coming back from a holiday or vacation.
Yeah.
I
can work while I'm gone down the internet. I love it.
I was working on my vacation a little bit, and everybody's like, "Why are you doing that?" And I'm like, "But I like it. I don't want to come back to a mess."
Can I ask a question? What is this vacation stuff you guys are talking about? I have no concept. What did the vacation?
Well, here's a question: how long have you been in business?
2007.
Yeah, I've been in business 30 years.
Oh.
Yeah.
Read Darren Root's Intentional Accountant.
Mm-hmm. You gotta do it.
Talk about vacations after that.
It took me a long time to figure it out.
When do you do this vacation thing? How does that work?
You make a decision and then schedule all around it.
I'll give you a hint, it's not during
It has to be after quarterlies, not in W-2 season, in between my important audits. I mean, there's a science to it. I mean, it took me 8 years to get married because I couldn't figure out where to get married.
Oh my God. So I know a couple of justice of the pieces. I know I could do it in my living room, no problem. They come over, boom, I'm good.
Well, I did that for insurance, but don't tell my mama. I actually got married in January, but the church wedding was in October.
Uh-oh.
We won't tell anyone.
No.
Sounds good
All
to me.
right, everyone. Same time, same place, next week, to be continued.
All right, have a nice weekend.
All righty.